Alright, so let's take a day off from the 3-rotor and let's get to some other stuff that we've got going on in the shop. One of the things I got to get done still is coolant hoses for Dusty. If you didn't see, Dusty sprung another leak. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to replace all the hoses. We got everything here. But first, before we get to that, I went ahead and got a couple things for the GY6 scooter. And I want to put it on. So we're going to replace the brake master cylinder, which I got new CNC levers and stuff, and I'm going to replace basically both hand controls. It's got a remote reservoir. Pretty cool little setup, really cheap. This is eBay stuff, so nothing crazy, but it should work. So let's see what happens. I also upgraded the handle or the throttle already in the grips. So we put the NCY, God, I always mess that up. Put the NCY roller bearing throttle, which is really nice. This thing just is super smooth and real fast action. If you haven't seen this scooter yet, it is a 170cc GY6. It's a 61 millimeter bore, with which is the most you can do without machining the case. PWK 28 millimeter carburetor, little custom exhaust that I made, HKS, and the usual variator clutch, nothing crazy there. So this is a real cruiser, nothing too insane, but pretty cool. Put a velocity stack on it, just a fun scooter to go beat around on. And it 0 to 30 is the same as the Aerox, which is pretty intense. That's actually really good for a GY6. This is not a very light scooter, even though I've taken everything off of it. This is your typical Vento, Ferrucci, Chinese deal. But what's cool about it is it does have a disc brake in the front, which is pretty nice. And so I'm just going to go ahead and replace this old master cylinder, which still works, but it's just, in my opinion, I don't know, old. I don't trust it. And if we're going to be going 80 miles an hour, you got to have good brakes. So it's got a headlight on it, catch cans. I just kind of redesigned the layout. Usually these have a rear-facing carburetor, and now it's front-facing. So let's go ahead and get started on that. We'll go ahead and put the hand controls on. We'll be getting rid of this light switch, which we don't use. I actually put another toggle switch down there for the lights. So we'll be getting rid of this old stuff on the handlebars, and it should just kind of make it up to date, best way to put it. So onward. So we got this all on now, and of course it's raining again, so we're not going to be able to ride, but this is working here. I got this side on. The other side I attempt to take off the line, and the end broke. So I got a new cable coming for this one. It was all crusty and rusty anyway, so nice new cable for the rear brake. That'll be nice. And now the front brake is feeling really good. So this hand control is really nice and sturdy. And I like this hook here. It feels a lot more natural than the straight one that was on there before. So nice upgrade alongside the throttle. Really happy with that. I might do a pad upgrade next, just to spice it up a little more, but other than that, it's where it needs to be. I don't really have too much of a plan for this. Put this back on, the rear one. And then Rudnick still hasn't gotten his thing going. Oh man, we got a hurricane coming. Look at this. I'm gonna have to close these doors. Batten down the hatches! So when the weather gets better, I'll do a nice driving video with the 3-rotor, and we'll also throw it back on the dyno because I want to see. I changed the oil, I changed the spark plugs, and I got the okay from Logan to run this short bursts to 10,000. So I might turn the rev limiter up just to see what it does. You can hear that rain coming, jeez. Also, I want to get the other scooters out. I would like to do like a nice scooter comparo, see what's going on with that. I know some of you guys don't like that, and the new viewers that are here, I am nuts about scooters. If you go back and look through, I've got this drag scooter that's pretty nice little 70cc setup. If you haven't seen it, it's definitely worth a look. Go check it out on that racing channel. I race some really fast cars, and I think it does pretty well. Anyway, 70cc too fast setup with nitrous and I mean, there's craziness in this thing that I'm not even gonna get into, but regardless, it's my baby. So I want to be getting that out. I haven't been doing too much riding lately. I'm gonna get my Ducati out, lots of that, and can't do it with this freaking rain though. It's just annoying as hell. Coming down hard now. But this is it. This is the rainy season. Welcome to Florida, boys.